I'm back again. Long time no see, long time no post. It's been, what, like 4 or 5 weeks? But I have a reason I've been so MIA. So I moved back to my college for my last semester. I graduate in December. But I'm finally getting around to making another YouTube video, and I'm so excited. I really need to be consistent in posting. And I will be, I promise. So today's video, we are going to be doing a beginner's guide to weightlifting. So basically I'm going to cover the basics. If you are new to weightlifting, you have no idea where to start, this is all confusing to you, you're trying to figure it out, this is the video for you. Without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, you need to define your goal. So you want to pick what your fitness goal is. I mean, that's how you structure your training, that's how you structure your eating. Is your main fitness goal to lose fat, or is it to build muscle and gain strength? So once you have your goal, you're going to pick a split. Now, based on your goal, the training doesn't really differ much for like fat loss and muscle gain. It's more so the eating, and we'll talk about that later. Strength and hypertrophy, or muscle growth, muscle gain, that's where the sets and reps differ. You're gonna pick a split. It depends on how many days a week that you want to work out. So I would recommend anywhere from like 3 to 6. If you're brand new to working out, even 2 can make a difference. But for beginners who aren't really used to the gym, I always recommend 3 or 4 before jumping right into 6. I feel like 6 is a huge commitment, and that's why a lot of people tend to like fail. Your split will differ based on like personal goals. Like I personally want to grow my shoulders, so I'm working out my shoulders twice a week. So it's like, again, that's where it differs a little bit, but very general. If you just kind of want to gain overall muscle growth, overall strength, then here are a few like general splits to follow. Okay, so once you have this split that you want to follow based off of how often you can make it into the gym, you're then going to pick your exercises for that day, for each day of the split. So let's say you're doing a upper lower. Then you want to structure your workouts so the compound lifts come first. So like let's say on my first lower workout, I want to prioritize deadlifts, and I'm going to do hip thrusts, and then I'll do like reverse lunges, and then maybe I'll end with like leg curls and band reductions or something like that. And then same thing with upper body. You want to start with the compounds, so bench press, pull-ups, military press, and then go into like dumbbell curls, tricep push down, stuff like that. The compound movements are just exercises that target multiple muscle groups all at once, so you get more bang for your buck. Basically, you target more exercises in that one lift than you do with like just a ton of isolation work. But yeah, all you have to do is basically pick a bunch of exercises that you want to prioritize on. You want to stick with those exercises for maybe 4 weeks, and then you'll switch it up a little bit. Okay, so next you need to understand progressive overload. So progressive overload is the gradual increase of the stress placed upon the musculoskeletal system and the nervous system. So each week you want to think about either increasing the weight placed upon the bar, increasing the sets of the exercise, or increasing the reps in the sets. I think those are the basic 3 that you want to focus on for a beginner. So this will be more of like a linear progressive overload approach. I have used this on a lot of my clients, especially those that aren't really sure where their strength lies. I feel like they can just skyrocket. Next, once you have all of your exercises and you understand progressive overload, then you're going to pick the sets and reps based on your goals. So I'd say for fat loss and hypertrophy, that should stay the same, because if you're training for fat loss, you still want to keep as much muscle and grow as much muscle as you can. Fat loss and hypertrophy, I would recommend staying the sets and rep ranges the same, so about 3 to 4 sets with like 8 to 12 reps in each movement. If you're training for strength, it's a little bit different. Keep the rep ranges from around 2 to 6 and around 80 to 90, 95% of your 1 rep max. I'd say if you're getting in the 95%, that should be only like 1 to 2 reps, so like singles and doubles. But RPE training is another strategy that you can use. RPE is going to be your rate of perceived exertion, so kind of like how many reps are left in the tank. So it's like a 1 out of 10. So basically if you're doing RPE 8, you have 2 reps left in the tank, if that makes sense. So if you're doing RPE 9, that's near max, so you have 1 rep left in the tank. So I'd say for beginners, just stay in sets of 2 to 6, really like pushing your strength. So I think for beginners it's a little bit harder to tell where their max is because they don't know what failure feels like yet. So really nail down the form and just keep pushing it. Form is most important, so don't go for a set of 3 if you're like your form and everything is breaking down. So prioritize form, but once you feel really comfortable with form, then you can start to get an idea of where failure lies for you. Next thing, you need to learn the proper form and technique for your exercises to avoid injury. So what I did when I first started out, I followed a lot of Instagram influencers and stuff, but they never taught me anything about form. So I like did not have proper form for like the first year into my training. So once I really got more advanced and more into it and I got certified, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, kind of like knowing proper cues and stuff. I film myself so I can know like how to correct, because a lot of times you don't really know, especially when you're first starting out, what you think you're doing something right but you actually look completely different. So filming yourself is a good technique to use if you want to improve your form. Also YouTube videos, articles, stuff like that. That's what I used when I first started out, but I am trying to make your life a lot easier. So I post form tips through Instagram Reels and TikTok videos, so super short, basically less than 30 seconds. Most of them are like 15. Really quick, to the point. So that is on my Instagram and TikTok at Trainer Peyton. Next tip, which I think a lot of people really look over, they don't really think it's as important, is make sure that you have scheduled rest days and you are prioritizing your rest and recovery. Your muscles need time to recover and adapt and grow, and they can't do that if there's continuous stress placed upon the muscles and the musculoskeletal system. Your nervous system needs a chance to regenerate. Also, prioritizing recovery can help with like make sure that you're not hitting a workout plateau and you're not overtraining, which can do more damage than good. I mean, more is not always better, people. And sleep is important. Make sure you get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That's a whole nother topic. I could do another video on that if you guys are interested, but definitely get your sleep. And also active recovery is important too. So this keeps the blood flowing, helps your muscles recover. So maybe just working on your mobility, going on walks, stuff like that. More lighter activities for active recovery. Lastly, it's super important to make sure that you are eating according to your goals. Otherwise, you're not going to get to your goals. So if you are under eating and your goal is to grow your muscles, that's not going to happen. So I won't go too into detail in this video about how to eat according to your goals, because I have a whole separate video, probably like 12, I forgot how long it was, but a very long video detailed, going in depth about how to eat according to your goals. So going back to the beginning of this video where I said to define your goals, I did the same exact thing in that video and we go into detail with that. So definitely go check that out, because making sure that you're eating properly for your workouts, for your goals, that will help ensure that you are progressing in the gym and that you are on track to reach your goals. Alright guys, that is all I have for you. I felt like that was really quick, really going over the basics, nothing too crazy. I didn't want to like overcomplicate it for you guys. That's how I felt when I first started out. I just felt overwhelmed with a ton of information, so I tried to make this super easy for you guys, and you'll learn as you go. It's nothing, you don't have to learn, or you don't have to know everything right off the bat. Like, nobody does. That's the whole point of being a beginner. So I really hope this helped give you an idea of where to start on your fitness journey, and make sure to subscribe down below for more fitness, nutrition, form tips, all of that kind of good stuff. Also make sure to check out my Instagram and TikTok at Trainer Peyton to see the form tips, to see my workouts, all of that good stuff. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.